there, my name is Lorraine Simmons and welcome to my studio. Today I'd love to show you how I organize my paintings and store them, what I do with my old paintings, and my little system for scraps and using the B-sides of failed paintings or paintings that I no longer need. So here we go. Before we begin, if you want more content like this, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. So this is a pile of paintings. I've been painting for just about over 5 years now, and so a lot of paintings have ended up in the bin. These paintings are paintings that are currently in storage. So how I do this is usually in the black folios at the bottom. These are really good for if you have like a pop-up studio or if you're visiting a client and you need to carry some paintings. I just have a whole bunch of paintings that are good for sale or are available in my online store. I got some in different sizes and I generally have it categorized. Some of these things I just also want to have as reference, and then I have a larger folio here because I use blocks a lot. I reuse my blocks as little folios to store things. So you can see on the edge here I will kind of label everything that I need. So I have things categorized as like landscapes, workshop master copies, studies I've done for palettes. In this folio, for example, these are paintings that I completed in workshops or followed in tutorials. And you'll see that actually when I do these, I actually paint on the back of old portraits or old paintings that are no longer of use to me. There's like a couple of landscape workshops that I followed along with that I don't really want to throw away. I don't really want to sell them either. That's not very kosher. But I like to kind of look back at them and use them as reference. I have another folio. Whenever I've made color palettes and things like that, I will kind of keep things stored there. So that's another idea. This is my to be decided painting folder. These are paintings that I may have painted teaching in workshops that I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I label things on the side with just painter's tape. These are my commission color tests. So in these ones here, when I do commissions for people, I give people a number of color options. You can see I do all of these on the back of failed paintings or paintings that I don't really care about. So this painting I started and then I realized that the sizing had gone off. So I just had to record that one again. And then this one was a part of a workshop that I forgot to press record. So I had to do that again. So these are a couple of things that I do. Some of these are really old paintings. Oh my gosh. From when I'm learning. Here's a little folio of paintings that are like sentimental to me. Not because they're good, but they've all been a part of my learning journey. So I think this is my first self-portrait I did. These are some landscapes and more workshop paintings I've taken, that I painted during workshops and stuff. But this is what I wanted to really show you. So these are my B-side folios. And so in the B-side folios, these are paintings that I can paint on the back of. And I use these for when I do like a plein air painting, and I know that I'm just there to have fun, capture the moment. So you can see on the back of all of these, I just have like old portraits, old paintings from when I'm learning or I'm teaching workshops. So there you go. Once I use both sides of my paper, then I basically just tear them up. And then any bits of paper that are good for scraps, I kind of keep them with me. This is good for like when I'm painting and I just need to test the color, make sure that I'm dry brushing, that's definitely going to dry brush. So that's what happens there. And then the rest of everything else gets torn up into bits and destroyed. So yeah, there you go. That's how I organize all of my paintings. What I'm really excited by is all of these B-sides. So on the B-sides of my paintings, sometimes I've sold paintings that have an old painting on it. Sometimes I make a really successful painting and it's on the back of an old, not so great painting, or a painting that I didn't want to sell. This is just a great way to be industrious with your resources, I suppose. So that's a little bit about how I function in studio. If you like more, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.